This is question number 10 on the review assignment number 30. Now, you can solve this by either substitution or elimination. Most of my students have been doing better by elimination, so I'm going to show you how to solve it by elimination. And so if you're going to solve by elimination, you need it all lined up, the x's lined up. Are the x's lined up? And so I'm going to add 3x on both sides of this equation right here, so that the first equation becomes 3x plus y equals, cancel out, 17. And so now, do I have my x's lined up, my y's lined up, and my numbers lined up? And so what do you think it's going to be easier to eliminate, the x or the y? The y. What number am I going to need right here to eliminate a 2? What does that number have to be? This has to be a -2. It is a 1, so I'm going to have to multiply this whole equation by a -2. Distribute, distribute, distribute. -6x minus, add up, bring the second equation down and add up the columns. This is going to be -11x. When you add a negative to a negative, you get another negative. It does not cancel the negatives. I am not multiplying, I am adding. What happens to these? That's why I multiplied by the -2 to cancel this out. A negative plus a negative makes another negative. Divide both sides by -11. Am I finished? Now I need to find y. This equation, before I canceled anything, looks like the easiest equation. I also know that some people are going to have difficulty with problem number 7. Problem number 7 says, I have a line and I'm going to make another line that is parallel to this one, and it goes through this point. This is a throwback question from our last unit. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to write a new line, so I need a slope. What's the slope of this line? Oh, by the way, this is the form I am using. So what's the slope of this line right here? What does M stand for? So what number's lined up with the M? 3. And what are you supposed to remember about parallel lines and slope? Parallel lines have the same slope. So my new line is going to have the same slope that that one does. but it's going to have a new point. It's going to have this point. And so x goes with x. There's a minus from the formula and a minus from the 2, and a minus for a minus makes a plus. There's a minus from the formula, there's a minus from the 5, minus a minus makes a plus. It says, put your answer in slope-intercept form. That means y equals mx plus b form. So I have to distribute and solve for y. Subtract 5, subtract 5, cancel the 5. This line is parallel to the one given in the problem, and it goes through this point right here.